Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nashley, and for today's video we're going to be talking about all of the things that I'm using to help me survive my second pregnancy. So the first time around, it's very easy to kind of buy all of the things that you think you might need and then to realize that it's not really helpful. Now that this is my second pregnancy, I've kind of curated the items that have worked for me. And when I say for me, it's just that every pregnancy is different. Every woman has a different experience with their pregnancies. And so these are the things that have worked for me. And I'm happy to share them with you in hopes that they'll help you out too. All right, so let's get right into it. So of course, the very first thing that you want to do your research on, ask your OB, all of the things that you need to do to get yourself educated on prenatals. Prenatals are so important because they're supporting you and your pregnancy and providing your body the nutrients the baby needs and also what you need too. These are the prenatals I use. I used them all throughout my first pregnancy and I'm still using them now. And I use them through breastfeeding too, and they're so great. They don't make me sick. One of the reasons I really enjoyed it was because it had a lot of folate in it. It had 1,000 mcg of your daily value. My OB had recommended a prenatal that was high in folate, and so that's what I've been using. I buy mine off of Amazon, and I'm almost out. I need to order more, but it's a month's supply, and you take 2 vitamins a day, one in the morning and one at night, and they're just black, big. They are kind of big, but they're easy to swallow, and they don't have really any taste or anything like that. So if you are sensitive, I know some of them are kind of fishy, like they have a fishy taste to them and they might make you more sick. I don't know. These have worked really, really well for me, and they have DHA, which is perfect for baby development too. Another thing that I use is this gallon. I got it as a gift, but it is from Amazon. Simple Modern. It's a 64-ounce Summit. And they had many different colors, but it is a half a gallon, and I drink 2 of these a day so that I can drink 1 gallon of water a day. It keeps your drink cool all day or warm. So if you put warm stuff in here, it's gonna keep it warm. But I love it. It had 2 different options for the top. I like this one because it had this little attachment and I just kind of carry it with me. It is a little bit cumbersome, but I rather fill this up twice a day and have all of my water than having to keep walking back and forth to refill 1 cup of water that is most likely open, and my daughter will spill everywhere. So this has been a lifesaver. I love it. And now on the topic of like liquids, this pregnancy, I definitely have a lot more like stomach aches. I don't know what it is about certain types of food that I just am not able to tolerate as well as I did before being pregnant. With my first pregnancy, I ate whatever I wanted. I ate all kinds of greasy food, Chinese food, fried food, pizza, you name it. I had it and it just was so good. But now if I have too much of one thing, it's just like, this isn't going down right. So ginger ale. Ginger ale is good, especially if you're having like nausea or an upset stomach. I don't like to take medication while I'm pregnant. I don't like to take Tums. I don't like to take Benadryl, Advil, Tylenol, you name it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna take it. I will drink ginger ale if I have a stomach ache or I'm feeling nauseous. Okay, now the very popular topic of stretch marks. So background on me and my family, my mother specific. My mother carried 2 babies. She carried me and my brother. And she, from what I heard and the pictures I saw, she carried kind of big. I think I carried big and I think she carried big too. And she didn't have any stretch marks. No stretch marks from either pregnancy, nothing. Her belly is stretch mark free. I was hopeful that I wasn't gonna get any stretch marks. Now, I know there are other factors that play into it because I do have two parents. There's two sets of genetics there that have combined to make my genetic makeup, and their family, I think, is more prone to stretch marks. So I was like, I'm not gonna get any, my mom didn't have any, I'm fine. But what I should have known, you guys, is that I have a lot of stretch marks prior to pregnancy. I have them on my butt, I have them on my thighs, I have them around my hips, around my kneecaps, I don't know why, on my calves. So I have a lot of stretch marks, and I had them prior to being pregnant. So I should have known that I was probably gonna get stretch marks. But anyway, I took into consideration my genetics. I took into consideration that I was drinking a gallon of water a day, so I was staying hydrated, which is something that they say that might cause more stretch marks, is if you're dehydrated and your body, your skin isn't as moisturized. And that's another thing. Moisturizing, using oils and lotions to help keep that area moist will prevent stretch marks. I took all of those things into consideration and used them to my advantage so that I could prevent stretch marks as much as I could. So I used the organic rose hip seed oil. This is Purador. I'm gonna link everything down below. But this was, I had looked up a YouTube video where the woman was talking about rose hip oil and how the molecules of it are so small that it's able to penetrate the skin barrier easier than other oils with larger molecules, like, you know, coconut oil, avocado oil, all those other oils. The molecules are too big to penetrate into those deeper layers of the skin. Therefore, it didn't really work to prevent stretch marks as much as smaller moleculed oils like rose hip oil. And so this is what I use all through my first pregnancy. Even before I was pregnant, I was with my first, because we were trying, I was prepping my belly for the stretch that occurs. So I use this in conjunction with a belly butter. This is from Glow Organics. It's the pure organic belly butter, and it is super clean. It's got good ingredients. It's vegan, cruelty free. I don't like any products that have the word fragrance or perfume on it. I stay away from those, and neither of these products have that. And so what I would do is put this first onto my tummy and my sides. Do not forget your sides. Everybody kind of focuses on the front, but go on the back, around the back of your, let me show you. So what I would do is I would take this, you know, rub, and then I would massage, and then you wanna bring it towards the backs, because we forget that this area is also in a lot of strain when the belly's growing. So use it here, and then if you want, you can use it on your thighs and on your butt and stuff, because everything is growing, okay? Everything is growing, so put it wherever. I also put it on my breasts to prevent stretch marks on my breasts. Before breastfeeding, I wouldn't use this while breastfeeding. I use this every day. Most of the days I use it twice a day, but if not, it was after my showers when my pores were more open and, you know, willing to accept the product. And so that's what I did. Y'all, I got stretch marks. I got so many stretch marks. So I don't think it's the products. I just think that's just the way my body was meant to handle pregnancy and carrying large, because I definitely have large belly. So take my advice as you may. I wouldn't get too hung up on the stretch marks, because you may get it, you may not get it, whatever. I don't know that this has much to do with getting them or not though. So, okay, so now we're getting into more things that are for you to wear, because nothing fits after a little while. Thankfully, I say thankfully very liberally, because it's not thankfully because we were, you know, we are still in a pandemic, but like we were in the middle of a pandemic, everything was under lockdown, everything closed down. So, you know, I was home most of my first pregnancy, so I was in my pajamas. That's what I mean to say. I was comfortable the whole time because I was in my pajamas all day, every day, and in my husband's clothes. because we weren't going out anywhere. So that's just the way that went. But this time around, you know, I do need to be a little bit more presentable because we are going out more. You know, things aren't in lockdown, so we might go to the grocery store, we might go to, you know, his parents' house, my parents' house, whatever. We'll go anywhere. I'm finding myself like, what do I wear? Because obviously I can't wear my pajamas out, and although I could, and I have, but I shouldn't be doing that all of the time. So first off, I'm actually wearing a tank top right now. This is a maternity tank top, and so it's meant for breastfeeding mommies. You can remove the clip and then your baby, and then flip it back up and you have your full shirt on. What I love about these tank tops is that they're super stretchy. They're going to allow you to grow as big as you want, and then when you're ready, it's gonna shrink right back with you, and I love them for that. This is a pack of shirts that I bought from Amazon, a pack of tank tops. The colors are teal, black, white, and gray. I think they had other colors. They might have had like all teal or all black or just black and white, but you can choose, and I just chose the pack with the most variety so that I had a couple different looks so that I didn't look like I was always in a black tank top or in the same black tank top, you know. Another pack of shirts is actually, I believe, in Amazon Basics, and they came in a pack of 2. They're white and gray, and they're just t-shirts. They're super comfortable. The material is breathable and it's stretchy. I will say that I wore these a lot with my first pregnancy, and I did stretch them out, and they are a little bit stretched, as you can see, but that's not a problem. I like having the extra room. So yeah, I love them. They're a good fit, they're a good shape, they're built nice. They also have this, like, I don't know if this is a built-in bra, but it does have like an extra layer over your breasts. This is not a nursing top, so I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but I don't mind having that extra layer. It just gives me a little bit of extra coverage in the areas that I guess might need it. I don't know, but I like them. Next, I would make sure that you have a couple dresses, especially if it's summertime. Maxi dresses, mid dresses, dresses that have room for you to grow. I love maxi dresses, but I've been also really loving these like mid calf dresses, like this one. I've worn it before in one of my videos, and it's like one of my absolute favorites because not only is it super cute and stylish, but I have room to grow in it, and it's just comfortable. This dress is from Marshall's, and I love going to Marshall's to find dresses like maxi dresses, and Ross is actually pretty good too with dresses. I don't go to Ross for many other things, but dresses is one of them. I like their dresses. Another thing that I've been using, I'm not using it currently because I don't find that I need it quite yet, but I use it a lot with my first pregnancy towards the, in the 3rd trimester when my belly was really big. I use this support belt. I got it off of Amazon. Again, I will link it down below. And I loved it because I could use it in multiple ways. I have the option of only using that little band that goes underneath your belly to support it. And you can add the extra support by adding the low back bandage. I don't know how you want to call it, but that's what I'm calling it. And then you have another layer of support that goes over your belly to make sure that it all stays put and doesn't slide down. When I used it, I did use all 3 in combo, and I loved it. I felt the difference. You feel the relief almost instantly, and it's just great for those long walks, so you don't feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your belly and your hips and your back. It's great. I recommend it. You guys, maternity pants, I don't know. I feel some type of way about pants this time around. I will wear them if I have to, but I don't want to. But I do have these maternity shorts. These are cute little jean shorts. They're the perfect length because they're not too short, not too long. I'm not at that age where I can be showing off my booty like that, just hanging out. That's just not a thing. Most of the time, maternity pants pockets are fake. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but these have real back pockets, which has been really, really handy. I love that like band that goes around your belly that's like super stretchy. Those are the pants that I always gravitate towards. I love these shorts and I would strongly recommend them, just like I live in these biker shorts. I live in these biker shorts, you guys. I need more of these because I love how soft the material is. I love that it has these huge pockets and it's got that super stretchy band around the belly. But something about this is that you can adjust the tightness of it around your waist. So it has that little button where you can adjust it to be tighter or looser, you know, depending on the size of your belly or where you are in your pregnancy. So I strongly, strongly recommend these. I will link them down below. They're amazing. And then the last one I have are these maternity leggings. They're from Motherhood. I bought them off of Amazon as well. And I always gravitate towards this type of band around the belly. It's just super comfortable. It'll grow with you and shrink when you're ready for the shrinkage after birth. And they're super soft, they're stretchy, they're long. These are a little bit stretched out, like the leg section is a little bit stretched out because I used them till the very last day of my first pregnancy. The very last day I wore these. Lastly, let's talk about sleeping, because sleeping is quite difficult when you're pregnant. Everybody and their mom tells you, sleep now. Sleep all you can now because you're not gonna be able to. It's true, you won't get that much more sleep after the baby's here, but it's not like you're comfortable enough to get all the sleep you need now. So you just kind of have to prepare. This is just the way of life. Towards the end, I couldn't even sleep laying down anymore. I was propped up sleeping, kind of like sitting up, because I just couldn't breathe. Like the pressure of the baby up on my lungs, I just could not breathe. So I was sleeping, sitting up basically, but right now in the stage that I'm in, I'm 18 weeks pregnant, so I just did my 18-week update, so make sure you check that out. But I just pulled out my pregnancy pillow. I thought that I wasn't gonna need it, but you do. I did. It's just so useful and so helpful. It's so comfortable, and it supports you in all the places that you need that support. So my pillow I bought off of Amazon as well. I'll link it down below. It is a C-shaped pillow and it's just the most comfortable. This is how I use it. And if I have to switch positions, this is how I switch. And if I have to get out, this is how I get out. It's super comfortable. I love it. I can remove this cover. It's got actually two covers. It's got this like the gray jersey material, and then you remove that because it's got a zipper, and remove it. And then it actually has, I think it's like a waterproof layer, and you can remove that as well. I love it. I would strongly recommend it. If you're watching this video, it's probably that you're preparing to become pregnant, or you are pregnant and you're looking for solutions to problems. And I hope that I was able to answer or give you suggestions to products that might help in any kind of way, because I know when I was pregnant, I watched a whole bunch of these videos trying to find solutions to my problems, and you know, hope that if you found my video and you're watching it, that you found it helpful for you and you join my family here on YouTube. Not only on YouTube, but you should also follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put my handle right here. Go ahead and find me on Instagram and give me a follow. I do post things about motherhood. My daughter, she's 9 months old currently, and this pregnancy number 2. So go ahead and give me a follow. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you found it super helpful, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification so that you are notified when I post a new video. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye.